Hi everybody, it's Sweetheart Gamer doing this tutorial for you today. This is Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite. I will be cosplaying on my stream and leave all the information down below. I hope you're excited as I am. Let's get started. So first, as always, I'm going to put my hair up in a banana clip. And since I cut my hair and I have side bangs, now there's always one piece that likes to stick out. So I'm going to cry and put it on back. Now that I've got that up, I'm going to start with NYX Honeydew Me Up Skin Serum and Primer. Now I'm going to pat this in around my eyes because it is a very sensitive area, very thin skin. And then I'm going to pat the rest of it. And in some places, yes, you will see me kind of smooth it out by rubbing. And that's okay. Just make sure that you pat it in around your eyes because that is a very sensitive area and you don't want to stretch the skin too much. Alright, next I am going in with MAC Studio Sculpt SPF 15 foundation. And I am in the shade NW15. Of course, I use my damp beauty blender and I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch of little marks around my face. I look pretty tribal at this point. Trust me, that is not the look I'm going for. And then I'm going to move my baby hairs out of the way, of course, because they like to make themselves known, the little rascals. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pat the rest of this in. So pretty. Next, I'm going to go with Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Eraser a Dark Circle Concealer, and I am in the shade Fair. This I'm going to use as sort of a highlight to my contour. I guess you could say it's a little lighter. Again, I go in under my eyes, down my nose, my cupid's bow, chin, and forehead, and with a damp beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and blend all of that in. I don't really like to swipe because then you get those streaky marks and it looks very, very ugly. Nobody likes streaks on their face. Again, we're not Windows. Not that Windows like it. Next, I'm going in with MAC's Mineralize Skinfinish Powder, pressed powder, and Light Plus A35 if you're a big old MAC fan. And I'm going to use my big fluffy brush to kind of blend this in, pressing it in a little bit more under the eyes, that way I don't get the under eye creases. Next, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the shade Fawn, and I'm using my Sephora contour brush. And I'm just going to go ahead in the hollows of my cheeks right below the cheekbones because that's where you want your contour to sit. I'm going to go ahead and press that in and then blend upwards. You don't want to blend down because you want that nice line underneath. And as Jaclyn Hill says, blend, baby, blend. Next, I'm going in with NYX Powder Blush in the shade Dusty Rose. And again, with the fluffy brush, I'm just going to swipe that on my cheeks. Now, Elizabeth from Bioshock has a little bit of the pinkish rosy cheeks. With all that running around, you know, she's bound to get a little flush. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there just to kind of make myself nice and flush looking. Next, I'm going in with Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in the shade 1. And I'm going to take the highlighter there along with a finger. Clean fingers, clean fingers. Don't want to spread around some germs. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight the high points of my cheekbones. And then I'm also going to do it down my nose, on my cupid's bow, my chin, and a little bit on the bridge of my forehead. Next, I'm going back in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in Fawn, and I'm going to shape out my nose to kind of elongate it because Elizabeth's is pretty slender and mine's not. So I'm going to create the illusion of a long nose. And of course, I bring it up to my brow because that will help make it look a little more elongated. And don't forget to blend as well. Next, I'm going in with the Balm's Nude Dude Volume 2 eyeshadow palette, and I am using the shade Fearless. I'm going to use a nice little fluffy brush by Crown, and I'm going to put that all over my eyelids, just to kind of set the foundation that I put on earlier. I know it's a little late to set it, but we're going to do it anyways, so just deal with it. Alright, now that that is done, I'm going to go in with Fierce using that same fluffy brush. And after a little bit, I realized that this is not the right brush for this, so I got a flatter brush that I got at Sephora. It was a nice little 5-pack. I would recommend these brushes, actually. They're very good. They withstand a lot. I've used them quite a bit. I think I got them about a year ago, and they are fantastic. Anyway, so I'm taking that shade Fearless. It's a nice black shimmery color, and I'm taking it along where I would put my eyeliner, and I'm making it a little messy. You don't have to be perfect with this because with Elizabeth, she does do a lot in the game, a lot of running around. I'm pretty sure that she rubs her eyes a few times, so it doesn't have to look perfect. It can look a little smudgy, a little dirty, a little messy. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Next, I'm going in with the NYX palette from Ipsy, using this middle shade here. It's sort of like a coppery gold shimmery color, and since this is, the game is set in an industrial community in the sky, there's a lot of, mechanics, a lot of metal, so I thought adding this this gold color to the eyes would help bring in that aspect of industrial metal machine type look. I thought it actually turned out really well, and I'm glad that I made that decision. Now I use a fluffy brush because I really didn't care how it went on. Again, messy, doesn't matter. Next, I'm going in with Maybelline New York Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black. This eyeliner is amazing. I heard about it through Jaclyn Hill. She is fantastic with it. If you don't know how to do winged liner, I recommend checking her out. The girl is a master at a winged liner. So I am taking a short, tiny little angled brush from MAC. I believe it's the MAC 210. I don't know for sure, but I will link it below so that way you guys can check it out if you like. And I'm using this to create a thin eyeline on the top lid, of course. That's where I'm putting it. You can see it. And I'm doing a little bit of a wing, but not much because it doesn't really call for one. But I thought maybe adding like a little bit would kind of enhance the look a little. Now with her makeup, her eyeshadow is centered mainly on the outside portion of her eyelid, not so much on the inner corners. So you want to stay away from doing a whole lot on the inner corner of the eye. It also gives the illusion of having bigger lashes if you don't have falsies. Next, I'm going back in with Fierce in the Balm palette, and this time I'm using a short little pencil brush. This again I got from Sephora in the 5-pack. And I'm taking this under my lower lid to kind of give it that smoky, worn-in type look. Because again, she's been doing a lot, running around, chasing Booker, trying to get the F away from that big old bird. If you haven't played the game, I would seriously recommend it. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. The graphics are amazing. Just everything is really beautiful. I definitely recommend the game. All right, next I am going in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. Because Elizabeth is a cartoon game character, if you will, she's got bigger eyes than I do. And so what I'm doing is I'm using this on my lower waterline just to kind of give that illusion of bigger eyes. I wish I had big eyes like she did. Look at that. My eye already grew like a nice little centimeter. I don't think you can get plastic surgery for that. Let's not try. Let's not look. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. You're beautiful the way you are. Just use a white eyeliner pencil. All right, next I'm going in with an eyelash curler, and we're going to curl them eyelashes. Make sure to do this before you put on any mascara, because otherwise if you do, when you go to take it out from curling your eyelashes, it's going to rip out your eyelashes, and that is going to hurt. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Hashtag not worth. Don't do it. Next, I am going in with Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This stuff is amazing. It always looks incredible. It gives me a nice full eyelash, and I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Also, one note that I do want to say is when you're using mascara and you're not seeing a whole lot on your mascara, don't do this. Don't do that. I know you know what that sound is. Don't do it. It'll cause bacteria to get into your mascara tube, and then you'll put it on your eye, and it's disgusting. All right, sorry about that. I got a little off track. Next, what I did was I went in with Maybelline's The Nudes, and I took the brown matte color and the gray brownie matte color and kind of mix those together, and I'm using a flat brush by MAC. I forget the number of it, but I will try to find it, and I will link it below. And I'm going ahead and I'm filling in my eyebrows. Super fun times filling in eyebrows. Now I'm going in with Wet n Wild's lipstick in a Short Affair. Now Elizabeth has a bit of a pinky type pout to her. My lips aren't that pink, so definitely have to put on a little bit of lipstick. And the reason why I am smoothing it out with my finger is because it was a little too pink. I wanted more of like a pouty pink. Next, I am taking NYX Mega Lip Shine Gloss in Sugar Pie, and this stuff smells amazing. I definitely recommend it. Not just for the beautiful glossy look, but for the smell too. Lastly, I am taking Urban Decay's Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm spraying it all over my face. And that is the finished look. I hope you all loved it. I hope you all enjoyed it so much. If you would like to see the finished cosplay, please make sure to check me out on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/sweetheart28.